Alright, hi everybody, it is me, Bankai922. The last first impressions of the winter. Now, along with these first impressions, obviously at the end of the season, I'm going to do an overall review for each one. Now, this one is bizarre on all fronts. Now, if any one of you has been really living under a rock, hopefully not, you know that. Yeah, I did some investigating. So there are a few, not a lot, just a few animes this season that are gender bender. Basically, it's as it says. It's the character changes sex. So they're male. Well, all of them are males. All three shows that this happens in are males. Now, the one that is not weird, I use that term very, very loosely, is the one that I just did a first impressions on not too long ago. Hero King, reborn to master the blade, extraordinary squire. Something along those lines. But you see, that is different. Because he died and he got reincarnated. And he was a baby and grew up and so on and so forth. It's a girl, but different circumstances. The other two, one that I'm not doing a first impressions on, which is basically Exorcist Ninja. I'm watching it, but it's very, But he gets turned into a girl when he's fighting something. So then there's this. Onimai, I'm now your sister. And that's what it's called. Onimai, I am now your sister. Now, I'm gonna look this up. Logistically speaking, what occurs in this show, there's a brother, because there's always a brother, and he is very, he's a NEET, basically. And being a NEET, he ridicules and doesn't pay attention to his sister, and because of this, they're estranged. Now, from my understanding, just want to get the analyst out. It's more like, he's a NEET. Now, his sister is, like, really smart. Now, you don't see, right. You don't see what he looks like at all as a boy. You're thrusted right in, he looks like a girl. And the reason for this is that his sister turned him into a girl. Not just any girl, a middle schooler. Now, she's the younger sibling now, essentially. But his name is basically Mahiro. And then he's got his sister, Mahari. And you get introduced to other characters, Kaide and Momoji. And I think there's like a few others that they haven't introduced yet. But logistically speaking, we're thrust in to him being a girl, Jump Street, episode 1. Hilarity ensues with all the different things that he has to deal with as being a girl now. And at first, this is just hijinks, this is typical anime hijinks crap, here and there. It's just hilarious beyond belief. And he starts to get used to the idea of being a girl. So now it does get different once Mahari's friend gets involved, whose name is basically Kaide. Well, that's her last name, Hozuki. So there's actually no, yeah, Kaide. No, that's her first name. Kaide, who is her friend from high school, and her little sister Momochi. So, and this happens like in episode 3 and episode 4, which I just watched. It starts to get. There's a message here. And the message is that her brother was a NEET and he didn't bother to socialize with anyone. And now, his little sister, he's beginning to do that. It's a weird show, but it's kind of weird that we have 3 gender bender animes in the winter. I find this kind of anomaly very strange. Now, mind you, only 2 don't really have anything to do with isekai. The third one that's on the ballot does. That's a Hero King. From Hero King to, Hero King, Master of the Blade, Extraordinary Squire. That's an isekai. It's classified as an isekai because he gets resurrected. He gets reincarnated, and so on and so forth. But this show is nothing like that. This is like a romantic comedy slash of life kind of thing. But you see, like, how he didn't socialize with his sister or with anybody. Like, I think it's like when he goes outside eventually, like in episode 2, it's been like for 2 years or some shit. Like, Jesus. But it's an interesting dynamic with the show. It's funny. It's weird. But it's funny. But it has its moments. I think episode 3 and 4, you started to gain the feels moments. In a way. Because you're now starting to see he's getting used to it. He's making friends. It's in a weird, weird way. Now, I'm hoping he doesn't be a girl forever. But you never know with these shows. But it's a different dynamic. Now, this show, unlike this show, there's the other show I mentioned, the Exorcist Ninja. That has a different dynamic because in that show, the main character can be turned back into a male. This show, it's a toss-up. But it's interesting to see the hijinks. And the animation is kind of very cutesy. Very kawaii. So, but I'm enjoying it for so far. I wanted to do the first impression because it's out of freaking left field, man. It's like, he's a guy, and now he's a little sister. It takes a while to really process that. But this was a good, 4 episodes. Gauging wise, I think this is a good series to a certain extent. What it's presenting us, what's presented to you. I mean, it's weird because it's the gender swap thing, but it's still got like there's a message there. There's still a message there of him trying to stop being, secluded or a NEET. So it's interesting dynamic. And obviously, there's like they only introduced so far 2 girls, but I think there's 2 more they're going to introduce. If you prefer to go down the road in this show, but I definitely say definitely a watch. Definitely give it a chance. It's weird, and some people are gonna probably say no. We're not watching this shit. But give it at least to episode 3, episode 4. I think it has potential. It's one of those shows where it's weird and but there's a message. There's a message in the show, and I'm sticking around. I like it. But this is the last one I'm doing, first impressions. The rest of them are just going to be waiting until the series is over and I'll do a series review. And I should let everyone know there are going to be three others. I think four others. Four others besides this. And those are going to be Eternity, Nagatoro, Aruma-chan, Uruma-kun, and Outcasts. So look forward to those as well. But definitely check this one out if you got the time. Onimai. It's funny. See, Mahiro's reactions are very funny. I kind of dig it. And there's a message there, so it's a pretty good watch. This is Balkan 2 See you guys later. Next tomorrow, I'll drop in that Stray Dogs review. But after that, I think we're going to be good for a while. I think it's just going to go back to the normal thing. Trigun, Stray Dogs, and Spectrum. I might this Friday throw in a live stream. Possibly. We'll see. This is Balkan 2. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.